Right, welcome to another capacity chemistry video. This is done on request of one of my year 11 students. It's a video on reacting mass calculations. So let's go. Now here's a question. It says calculate the mass of aluminium that can be formed from 1020 grams of aluminium oxide. Now if you know how to do it, then just go for it, get started, pause the video and have a go. If you don't, then stay tuned. Right, first step. First step is write out the equation. They've given you the equation there. Let's write it out. Hold on, write it in black. Let's keep it black. 2Al2O3 arrow 4Al plus 3O2. Right, let's read the question again. Calculate the mass of aluminium that can be formed from 1020 grams of aluminium oxide. So we've got 1020 grams of aluminium oxide, and we're working out the mass, calculate the mass of aluminium. So I'm going to draw a box underneath my aluminium, and those are the only two things we're after. Now my first line is mass, my second line is MR, and my third line is moles. Every single time you do one of these reactive mass calculations, you need these three lines. Now we need a periodic table. And using our periodic table, we know that the MR of aluminium is 27. So it's 2 times 27 plus 3 times 16. And you get, calculator, 54 plus 48, you get 102. Next thing, we're working out the moles. And moles, I'm going to put it here, moles equals mass over MR, and that this working out like this, you've got your mass on top of your MR, so it's the same thing. 1020, which is your mass, divided by 102, and you get 10. Now the next bit we need to do for this big word beginning with R, the ratio, and we look at Al2O3 versus Al. Now the ratio is the numbers in front, the coefficients, so it's 2 to 4. So if we've got 10, then that one has to be 20. So our moles there is 20, our MR of aluminium is 27, and our mass, we can rearrange this thing, mass equals Mr. Moles, and Mr. Moles is 27 times 20, and you get 540 grams. Yeah, that's the first question done. Super quick. And our answer here, 540 grams. We got 540 grams. Fantastic, got it right. Right, if you need to, pause the video here, take a look at the working, go through it slowly again. But if you're happy with that, then have a go at this question. It says a student wanted to make 11 grams of copper chloride. The equation for the reaction is this. Calculate the mass of copper carbonate. The student should react with dilute hydrochloric acid to make 11 grams of copper chloride. Same type of question. So pause the video here and have a go at it. Right, I'm gonna have a go. First step, same again, we need to write out the equation. CuCO3 plus 2HCl arrow CuCl2 plus H2O plus CO2. Where's my rubber here? So CuCl2, make that two proper. Next we need three lines. Our first line is mass, second line is MR, third line is moles, every single time we've got these three lines. And then we read the question again. It says the student wanted to make 11 grams of copper chloride. Copper chloride is this one, so I'm going to write 11 grams. Calculate the mass of copper carbonate. Copper carbonate is that one, so we're working out the mass of that one. Cool, now let's go. We need the MR of copper. It says it here. 63.5 plus 2 times chlorine 35.5. That is 63.5 plus 2 times 35.5. 134.5. Next, moles. Moles again, I'll write the equation. Moles equals mass of MR. 11 divided by 134.5. And you get 0.082. I'm gonna write moles. Okay, cool. Next thing, again, big word beginning with R, ratio, and the ratio of CuCl2 to CuCO3. This time we just look at the big numbers in front, and the big numbers in front are just 1 and 1. So if they've got 0.082 moles of 1, then you need to start with 0.082. Right, now underneath our copper carbonate, we're going to write down the moles, 0.082 moles. Our MR is 63.5 again, plus 12 for carbon, plus 3 times 16 for oxygen. Put it in my calculator, and that equals 123.5. And now for the last bit, working out mass, I'll write it again. Mass equals Mr. Moles. And so we do 123.5 times 0.082. And I've got 10.127. I'm going to write 10.1 grams. Why just 10.1 grams? Because this one is to 3SF. So, and these numbers are to 3SF. So I'll put my answer to 3SF as well. 10.1 grams. Right, we compare it with the mark scheme. Let's have a look. Mark scheme, they got 134.5 as their MR, 123.5 as their MR. They got 0.082 moles, and they got 10.1 as the final answer. Oopsie. We got the same thing, so tick. Well done. Right, now, a different kind. This is a different kind of reacting masses calculation. It's called heating to constant mass. It says 5.95 grams of hydrated cobalt chloride decomposes to form 3.25 grams of anhydrous cobalt chloride on heating. Calculate the formula mass of hydrated cobalt chloride and the value of N. Right, so with this one again, we're going to write out the equation COCl2 dot NH2O arrow COCl2 plus NH2O. Right, now for this one I actually need a periodic table. So I've got one. We're going to write down what they've told us to start with. So they've told us 5.95 grams. We're going to write down 3.25 grams, and water will leave it for now. Now, hydrated means it's got water attached to it, and that dot NH2O, it just means that you've got waters attached to it. Now, the mass of water. We can work out the mass of water because of conservation of mass. So conservation of mass says mass cannot be created or destroyed. So if we started with 5.95 grams, we have to end up with 5.95 grams. So if we've got 3.25, whoopsie, if we've got 3.25 grams of cobalt chloride, then we have got 2.7 grams of water. I've just done that on a calculator. Now the next thing, that's our first line. Our first line is mass. Our next line is going to be MR. And in MR, I'm going to work with the products for now. The MR of cobalt is 59 plus 2 times 35.5. That's 59 plus 2 times 35.5. And you get, oh, come on, equals 130. And then I'm going to work out the MR of water as well. So it's 2 times 1 plus 16, and you get 18. Nice one, I could do that one in my head. Right, cool. Next, we need to work out moles. Now moles, we do mass over MR. You're used to that now. So it's 3.25 divided by 130, and you get 0.025. I'm going to draw a line there. And for water, it's 2.7 divided by 18, and we get 0.15. Now, when we're at this point, we need to work out the ratio of cobalt chloride to water. And so the way we're going to do that is by getting these two moles numbers as whole numbers. So we need to work out what 0.025 to 0.15 is. And the way we're going to do that is just by dividing by the smallest number. So the smallest number out of these two is 0.025. So we're going to divide them both by 0.025. That one equals 1, and for the other one, 0.15 divided by 0.025, you get 6. So the value of n equals 6, and the formula mass, we do COCl2.6H2O. So we've got 59 plus, let me write out, plus 2 times 35.5 plus 6 times water, and water is 2 times 1 plus 16. That is 238 grams per mole. Right, this type of question, heating to constant mass, is really tricky. See if you can find some practice questions and have another go. Good luck. Wait, let's just check it. N equals 6, and whoopsie, we got n equals 6. Fantastic. If you get it, amazing. If you like this video, click the like button and leave a comment for what I should do next. Have a good day.